The dumbest fix saved me nearly 10 FPS.
This is a streamer tip for those of you that are streaming. Heck, those of you that are gaming on a computer. Check your resolution if you have a widescreen, because that can have huge implications for your frames per second. Let me detail this a little bit more. My streaming setup has an RX 590, a bit of a dated card, right? So any little bit that I can do to tweak my system and get the most out of my performance is pretty much essential at this point, given modern games and their stress on all your internals. That said, when I started having some graphical issues, I decided to dive deep into my settings and just look and see, what's going on. I have an ultra-wide 21:9 aspect ratio monitor by Scepter, and oh my goodness, my display settings were set to 3440 by 1440. For those of you that understand computers, you already understand the problem here. For those more like me that aren't thinking in that way, yeah, there's a problem here. I took the time to get into my display settings, drop that 3440 by 1440 down to a 2560 by 1080. And guys, oh my goodness. So maintaining the same aspect ratio of 21:9 meant that I was still filling out my ultra-wide monitor, but I was saving myself several FPS just by switching. And there's not a whole lot of difference, to be honest. I mean, there's some, obviously, but not enough to sacrifice my gameplay in my stream. For example, I jumped into Mortal Kombat 1, which does have a FPS lock at 60. I had tested it before when I was in 3440 by 1440, and I was only averaging about 50 to 52 frames per second. Ouch. Once I did drop that resolution down to the 2560 by 1080, it was like an immediate change. My system was all of a sudden maxing everything out at 60 frames per second for Mortal Kombat 1, and it telling me that I was good to go for crossplay and playing online. Just a little word to the wise here. Check your settings. Make sure that if you are running dated gear, be prepared to make some sacrifices and just take a deep dive in your settings. You never know. You may find almost 10 FPS in a random click. So, peace out, guys.